Just enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery, online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you. Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies along with a light breeze. We'll see an afternoon high of around 73. Tonight, mostly clear skies and calm winds. Overnight low should be around 51. And tomorrow, more sunshine with a light breeze. Pretty similar day with a high of around 73. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately, in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Most parents have a homework schedule for the weekdays, but don't forget to cover the weekends. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. A good way to avoid a problem is to set a homework schedule for the weekend. Set aside a couple hours of homework time on Saturday and help your student avoid staying up late Sunday night to finish a project. Remember, communicating with your child's teacher is vital for student success.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. This is the Don't Punt Hour. I'm Harrison running the ones and twos. We got the host, as always, DeMornay, Pierson-El, and DP, both in studio here with us. We talked a lot of horror movies during the Amon Green show. DeMornay, I kind of heard a little bit, but you a horror movie guy?
Anything that's not necessarily based off of true stories, I can watch.
So like It, the clown movie.
That's easy. I don't like that. Like that's fine. I'm paranormal type stuff, something off of like folklore to something more spirits travel. I'm not. They jump on the thing. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that.
That might be one of the best answers I've heard. Spirits travel.
You believe in God?
Yeah.
You believe in angels?
We talked about that.
Exact. No.
Like that's what I was telling Amon Green. It's like when I watch the movies like The Nun, especially when they're well made, puts me in a spot where I'm like, oh.
Well, The Exorcist, the big thing about The Exorcist was watching the devil jump from the little girl to the priest.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, like you, man, first of all, you are a terrible, terrible thing when you jump into the little girl.
Yeah.
But then, hey, go straight to the God's people.
Straight middle finger to the Lord.
But so you're a DC kid. Did y'all ever work out on the stairs of Georgetown?
No.
So they would literally take us down to those
stairs?
Yeah, right there in Georgetown.
No, sir.
Oh, I'll find the pictures from our yearbook.
No.
Of us running. There's different athletes, and usually different teams did it. The crew, so the oarsmen, the crew team used it all the time because their boathouse was in Georgetown. And so they would just run the stairs, get their cardio in, and then get on the boats. But everybody else, once in a while, the coach would be like, get on the bus. And you knew, here we go. And I'm from a sprinters family. I don't know nothing about the long distance and the cardio, so I really wasn't really trying to be that dude. But it would always like, hey man, don't stop on the stairs.
I'm not taking my time. I'm not trying it out. I am not one to mess around and find out. No. I don't mess with that stuff. My grandparents was pastors.
Oh, see?
Heavy in faith and everything like that. No, I'm not doing it. Keep that door shut. Thank you. Thank you.
Have either of you guys ever experienced something that was real that you consider like, you don't have to call it paranormal, but you're like, I don't know what the hell that was?
I'm attracted to it. Like I'm a magnet for it.
Magnet for cars on your Sunday walks, unfortunately. But.
Yeah. I'm a magnet for like if there's squirrels like my tennis shoes. No matter what tennis shoes I'm wearing, the squirrels will just walk up. What's up, DP? How you doing, man? Like the birds will sit up a tree and I've watched birds just literally walk on the ground next to me. Like, oh, you've been here before.
DC pigeons though?
Yeah. Oh, DC pigeons the worst. DC pigeons the worst because that's like I'm like you family. We related, ain't you? Pigeon. Like this somebody that know me.
DC pigeons are some of the realest.
DC pigeons, like they're not scared of rats.
Nothing.
Like they're not scared of big rats.
You can run at it. They'll like just stand there and look at you. They might, walk out of your way, but still, like they will mug you up and down. Like,
I think
you are.
I believe it. I mean, they got a playground that we built for them. I mean, they just got so much. It's one of those things where other animals, they are not so great, but birds, pigeons, like that is.
I need a gang war between DC pigeons and New York pigeons. I need for them two to work this out so that the world knows who the real dominant one is.
Where was Mike Tyson holding his pigeons at? Was that New York?
That was in New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, different pigeons. Like they walking through traffic, bro. Like I think New York pigeons are on steroids. Like we just don't know it because they walk different. Like they walk different. Like they're head nod at you. Like what's up?
The rats definitely are.
Yeah, like
The rats are.
But New York pigeons and rats. I mean, I've seen the pigeons just stare down the rat, and the rat's like,
I don't want nobody. I'm good.
like I'm cool. And the rat's not afraid of a cat or a dog.
They just as big as maybe like a kitten.
Right. Oh, so we're in DC Zoo. And for whatever reason, there were a lot of concerts. So Carter Barron Theater was a spot you go. But at night, if you were around the DC Zoo, you were going to see versions of rats that, quite frankly, should have been at the NFL Combine. Like these were rats that I had never seen. Like I knew that the zebras in the zoo, the pandas was like, nah, man. Like I'm not messing with them. It's just a different breed. So there's certain animals that I'm good with. Spiritually, like I get those middle of the night dreams that aren't really dreams, and somebody will come visit, and they'll leave something in your brain, and then next morning you will hear from the person who they mentioned. It wasn't them, but the person that they came to you to talk about would call somebody you hadn't talked to in 2 years, and it's, hey, how are you and so. No, where did you at? But it happens a lot. So I'm a member of that. Your family of ministers, people around, and you just get used to being open sensory.
Yeah.
So there's that. I wanted to get into the brain of DeMornay Pierson-El. Okay, so everybody that plays the position kind of has their North Star, right? The people who not only when you play the position you kind of pay attention to, but they give you some idea about how to play the position. So in an era of receivers, so we'll start with throwback, old school. If I ask you to list the 5 best receivers, not playing, so they've all retired, the 5 best receivers in football, who comes to mind for you?
Field wise or like holistically person?
The 5, like if you were starting the Fighting DeMornays and you get to pick 5 receivers who played the game that you want to play for you.
Randy Moss first.
Okay.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Anquan Bolden.
Okay.
Can you qualify like Devin Hester as a receiver?
Yeah, you could. Well,
I mean, he started as a DB.
There's going to be room for Devin Hester in the next part of the conversation because they're going to get into punt returners, kick returners.
Okay. So then,
so I think that's where he belongs.
Okay, Percy Harvin.
Okay. How do you?
And then probably Steve Smith Jr.
Okay, all of them cover the full range of receivers. What if I said to you, Jerry Rice is the best receiver to ever play the game?
That's your opinion.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Jerry Rice as a receiver?
He's a GOAT for sure.
Okay.
No disrespect and everything like that. But I mean, you can toss. There's a good argument between him and Randy. It's some things that he did that Randy didn't, and some things that Randy did that he didn't.
Well, if Randy, I mean, I think the argument generally is that if Randy Moss played for Joe Montana and Steve Young in the West Coast,
it wouldn't be, so are you necessarily talking about stats? Are you talking about rings? Are you just talking about flat out can get it done potential? I think
all of it.
I think there are 2 different styles of receivers.
I like the group. I'm slightly stunned by Anquan Bolden.
Why?
Because it's not generally a name thrown into the top 15 discussion, no matter what. Like Bolden was consistent. He was strong. He was game changer, route runner, great yards after catch.
Do everything. Return game don't matter. He'll go down and peel a safety linebacker's head off.
And I don't disagree with it. But when talking to receivers, he's not always on the list.
I'm not. It's not always about the flash and everything like that.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the it's the dog that's in a person.
Okay.
I'm looking at mentality.
Okay.
It's not necessarily the high fly, and if I, I could have went to this and that. That's why I asked you. Like,
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? T.O., Ocho Cinco, Art
Love him.
Monk, Gary Clark, who I think is the most underrated receiver.
Torrey Holt, like
Yep.
it's I could
Isaac Bruce, like you're in that space, right?
Exactly.
So from that, because receivers rely on somebody to do what they do, are there 5 quarterbacks that you wish you could catch a pass from?
Absolutely.
Give me some names of people that.
I mean, of course, Tom.
Okay.
Tom is just Tom.
Yeah.
You on this team, you in
Everybody
shines.
shines.
You, and not just shine. You got a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Do you ever see yourself with the Patriots? Because they had guys.
They like the shorter guys,
right?
When I was coming out, a lot of their guys did attend a lot of things. I did run into their people a lot. When I was released or something like that, they were always like that organization would check in with my agent. It's a different type of game.
You in the slot with the Patriots would be frightening to everybody. So that's one of those things. You go, it made too much sense. Why didn't it happen?
People have what they want. They have what they like. I don't know. I'm not. Oh, well, what? I didn't really go into it.
Yeah.
They didn't choose me. Cool, great, fine and dandy. The Raiders roll with me, and ever since then, I mean, that's what it has.
So Tom's QB1. Who else is on the list that you want to play with, or wish you could have played with?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton.
I mean, I've seen him out in Denver, and it's different.
Is he the best deliverer of a football? Best touch? Because his receivers talk about how easy it is to catch Peyton Manning's football.
You never see a wobble.
Right? Like it just looked like everything was always his receiver. And again, it's Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne, and
you can't argue it. I mean, it's him. Like it just what doesn't he do? You know what I mean? So him. I could throw Derek Carr on that list.
Okay.
People maybe can say whatever, but anyway, how you want it, where you want it, backside, front side, down the field, intermediate. DC is accurate.
Why is he not rated or having the level of success that some think he's worthy of?
It's a preference to people. When it comes to the Raiders, the Raiders have a bad rap when he was with the Raiders and everything like that. He was actually the first quarterback to break, the 100 M's. He kind of broke the quarterback market to what it is today, actually. I don't know why people don't respect him the way that they should. He's a pastor, actually, which some people in the football world do know that.
Well, that's a thing.
But I have no clue. If you sit there and listen to him and everything like that, he's in there early in the morning. He leaves late. First one in, last guy out. I have no idea. He's a vocal leader. He'll let you know how he's feeling. He'll motivate you. He'll read a defense. He'll get to what you need him to get to. Is he top 10? Potentially. Top 15? Definitely.
Okay.
Some of these other guys that are getting paid this money and everything like that. I mean, he's going on, I think, year 9, year 10, something like that. I don't know why he gets the disrespect. Like if he was in, some of these other organizations that have been, around that have been playing and everything like that. I mean, he could be doing that. He can be doing a lot of things. But I mean, he's had a lot of changes with the Raiders. Coaches, offensive coordinators, and everything like that. You got different people bringing in different schemes. You got people bringing in different personnel. They might have like bigger receivers, then they went to smaller, faster receivers, or the style of offense that they did. So he probably hasn't been as consistent with some of these other guys, but I mean that's because he's had to deal with a lot of turmoil and change within the building. Is that his fault, or is that just the nature of the beast?
Kind of the organization. It's some of the conversation with the Raiders of why this is what it is. That's 3. So you gave us Brady, you gave us Manning, you gave us Carr.
Kurt Warner.
Yeah, that's another.
He was an underdog. I mean, I played with a son, so I've met Kurt a couple times and everything like that. Oz from The Greatest Show on Turf was my coach. So I mean, I met Tori, I met Ricky. So I'm
shampoo. That's my daughter.
So I mean, the stories that I kind of hear about the type of guy he is on the field and everything like that. Why not?
Yeah, there's so much good in quarterback play and so many responsibilities. You touched on so many things that.
Oh, and Vic's the last one.
Vic's that's that.
Vic is the last one.
How that roster broke apart is still incredibly frustrating.
I'm
not blaming. I'm not saying the players. I'm saying organization around it.
I always look at it from put the money down and tell me, is that your guy? Too many times in the NFL, they let money be the factor rather than the result or the product. Nobody that played against Michael Vick or against Kurt Warner or against Derek Carr will tell you that money should have ever been the issue. They were a tough out. Of all the quarterbacks, and I literally remember this panel where Brady and Vic came up in the conversation, and I said, Brady and Vic aren't really in the same conversation because as a defensive coordinator, if I'm defending Brady, there's some things that I know that I need to be able to do. If I'm defending Vic, I'm not sure what I need to do.
Because it is what Vic is showing up.
Right? Is 400-yard passer Vic?
What Vic do you want?
Or 150-yard rushing Vic?
What Vic do you want?
Right.
You want Atlanta Vic or you want Philly Vic? Both of them could still sling it. Still
It's a problem. It was a problem. Mike Vick was a problem.
I'm saying that team, it felt like had incredibly high goals and aspirations, and then they kind of money got in the way, and they want to pay their guys. Everyone starts splitting.
In Philly?
Yeah, this was Philly era.
I think the coach broke that one up. I don't think it was a money
and then bailed, right?
Yeah, got fired. It wasn't bailed.
Well,
they got him about it.
Well, it's the difference between what do you want to play with as a slot receiver, having somebody that takes another person out of the box makes it easier for you to run routes in every direction at every level. Mm-hmm. If you take a linebacker out of space or you put a spy in the space where that is their job, it's easier to run routes behind them, around them, and in front of them. A passing quarterback, a pocket quarterback, allows for more people in the receiver space.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a preference? Running quarterback, passing pocket quarterback?
It don't matter as long as the job get done. I mean, if it was a running quarterback, is he accurate? Can he throw it? Cool. Like I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're gonna get the win and get this thing rolling. I know whoever got the ball in his hand every play. The situation's gonna get resolved regardless. So I don't care.
We gonna find out.
I don't care if you crawl.
We gonna find out.
I don't care if you threw it behind your back down the field and that's how you threw the ball. Did it get accomplished?
That's so much.
Did we win? Cool, great. I don't care.
Here's what's interesting to me. Through all of this stuff, right? And this is kind of the joy of having you in it because you have a different perspective than a lot of folks. We'll throw it to break, but when I come back, I want to ask you about this other position because I think it's devalued in today's game.
Completely.
The kick returner business is a game changer, and it makes bad coaches into good and good coaches into bad if they don't focus on it. And I don't know why they don't get it. But this is how great teams were built.
The game is going away from.
We will ask DeMornay for his Mount Rushmore of kick returners. I'm not even going to say punt or kickoff.
Returners.
Just returners in general. The morning, give it to us when we get back.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
October is full of sports, with football and volleyball reaching mid-season and basketball and winter sports starting up. All the excitement of the games brings major stress, and stress causes tight muscles and pain. It's time to call The Body Shop, your place in Lincoln for all types of massages: deep tissue, hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. And don't forget about their couples massages. Eliminate the pain from sports watching stress today with a massage at The Body Shop at 48th and A and online at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays? The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Reading is an important key to student success. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Take your young reader to the library, get some great books, sit down and read together, and help your more advanced readers find books they'll enjoy on their own. Also know that most public libraries let you borrow ebooks that can be downloaded to your smartphones, tablets, or laptops.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. Next, I put it in reverse.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jackamick. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is "My job is people, everyone is my business." But unfortunately, in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackamick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
A Shiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando me dijo que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil. Un día me dijeron que pintara el marco del lado por dentro y pinté el lado de afuera.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él.
Si algo se nota diferente, podría ser Alzheimer. Es momento de hablarlo. Visita alz.org/nuestras historias para saber más. Un mensaje de the Alzheimer's Association y the Ad Council.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, but it's not just me. Folks all over town are having success with the FXB program. Guys like Gary, who just finished up his own 10-week challenge.
Yeah, Mark. After having a knee replacement in March, I was looking for a way to get back into shape. The workouts are fun, the atmosphere is a total blast, and I've lost 17 pounds since starting in July.
The next Pharaoh's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Pharaoh's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. Again, I'm Harrison Arn, joining the ones and twos. We got the hosts of the morning, Pierson-El and DP, joining us in studio. And I believe we labeled these just returners. We're getting next to morning, Pierson-El's top 5 returners.
Let's go. And this is the rule of these is always you can never be wrong because it's your opinion, but the odds of the fans thinking you're right is very limited. So
time period. I don't care. I say what I say.
But it's yours. It's yours though. This is your list. You can't be wrong in your favorites.
This is not necessarily after the first two, it's not in any order. But the first two are for sure 1 and 2.
Okay.
Devin Hester,
okay,
of course.
Okay.
Prime, of course.
We miss how people miss the Prime. Prime was different, man.
Joshua Cribbs.
Okay.
Percy Harvin.
Okay. I'm always thinking
like the last one, like it can be a toss up. That's 4.
That's 4.
The last one can be a toss up. Like I thought Jacoby Jones.
Okay.
Like he multiple times, multiple franchises, just not with one. Everywhere he went, I want to say he might have had kick, punt, return, at least 1 or 2 a season.
Is the touchdown thing in the return game how you're measured, or number of returns, longevity, duration? What is it that makes the returner elite in your mind? Is it just your ability to bust somebody and bang your head on the goalpost? Is that
it's to me? I think it's the fear that you impose on the opposite team. Like when you know, okay, well, I hope you pick the right 11 to go out there and stop one person.
I always took it as a disrespect if your starting defense wasn't on the field when you kicked to me. Like, you telling me your 11 best tacklers ain't out here? Like, I would literally yell at the opposing coach, and my coach would get mad at me because I would point. I'm like, he ain't a starter. He ain't a starter.
Well, that differently, people stop kicking to me. So
yeah,
pinning you to the sideline or kick it real high and real short. So it's you want to do this? Okay, cool.
Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I literally would get offended by it.
I would laugh.
Yeah, there are some that did not make your list. I'll go through. So Brian Mitchell, we talked about.
Oof.
We talked about off air.
Again, Mitchell.
The physical. I mean, that's the number 2 total yardage guy in NFL history, and he just did it different. Like, he just ran over people. Like, everybody, most kick returners run away from contact.
He didn't.
Brian Mitchell was like, no, I'm built for this. Let's go. Billy White-Hughes-Johnson, who my era was. I mean, he made kick returning sexy. He was he was the first one where people tuned in to watch him return kicks.
Mm-hmm.
The dance had a lot to do with it, but okay, still don't mind. The text us says Dante Hall from the Chiefs, and the Chiefs had a bunch. So Tyreek is in that conversation. Dante Hall.
The joystick was different, but I'm a Raiders fan, so I can't do it.
You can't do it.
Can't do
There's
it.
nothing wrong with that.
But I've met him in person wonderful dude. Don't have anything bad, but he was nice, but I can't do it.
Yeah, I understand. That's like me.
That's
That's
said,
like me putting a cowboy on the list. It just wouldn't happen.
That's what I said. The fifth one, you can flip a coin, you can throw a dart. I don't
Eddie Royal, who again through the Virginia connection, we understand what he did to the game and what he did for it. Eddie Drummond was another one in that space. Jermaine Lewis with the Ravens, another little dude gone big, right? Jermaine, I mean, again, he busted open the Super Bowl. Like he busted over there, like literally
forgot about that.
Right, that coach is over there talking about, well, they because they had scored, and he looks over and he goes, "All right, Jermaine, I need you to go house." He was like, "I got you, coach. I got you. That's when you knew if you had, let's say, so it's your team, and there's 8 seconds on the clock. Now, there's 18 seconds on the clock, so you're going to get the ball.
Okay.
They're going to punt to you, and you've got Dion standing on the sideline. You've got Cribbs standing on the sideline, and you've got your boy standing on the sideline.
What boy? Which boy?
I was going to say Percy because I think otherwise you would pick. Who are you sending out there of all those returners? And you can only choose one
in their prime.
Their prime, and you get it's one kick, one Harrison.
Yeah, I'm taking Devin Hester just because. Or is that on your list?
Yeah, Devin's on the list.
Yeah, that's my being biased. Otherwise, if I'm unbiased, give me Dion. Prime Dion
for me. But DeMornay, come on. You get one kick. This is it. There's and they have to kick it to you. And you need to go house. Your quarterback got a hurt arm. He can't throw. Like you need to go house on this one.
I'm going Hester. I'm going Hester. I would take Hester over Prime. For returns, that is I'm taking him.
I've never. I love Devin Hester.
It's people's opinion, but it
made me a Bears fan taking that one back against the Colts Super Bowl. Just when it happened for
right.
Me.
I mean, there are moments
in their prime they were not kicked. They were purposely kicking to the front line to not.
I need
kick it to him.
I want
like that was his thing. Prime, they wasn't really putting back there. If they emergency, yeah, Prime would go cool, fine, and dandy. No, like much respect to him. Not taking anything away from him. Give me Hester.
I'll take my two favorite returns ever. One was Dion's first as a pro.
He took it to the house.
First
time touching the ball.
Like first as a pro, bobbled it, put it on the grass, picked it up in the dirt of the old stadium, right? Like they wasn't even turf. It was dirt. It was a baseball field turned into a football field in the dirt. And he's got on the Falcons white jersey with the silver breeches. And he had the long white socks and the shoes, and it was purdy. It was so purdy. Like we were watching, it was just like, watch this. And the other, I was telling y'all the story before. We were in break, but playoff game, Bears, Redskins, and we were in a sports bar watching this game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in pro wrestling, they call it pop, right? There are very few people that get the whole building to just pop. There's certain people that did it. Flair, The Rock, Stone Cold, they just had it. The moment you knew they were about to do their thing, the roof had a hard time holding on. Washington fans knew that the best returner on the field was Darryl Green. But they didn't return him because he was too valuable as a lockdown corner, right? Mm-hmm. They need this against the Bears. Late in the game, John Madden announces that Darryl Green is back returning the kick for Washington. And I'm telling you, there was beer in the sky. Like, if you had a draft beer,
it was gone.
It was like that thing was up. The beer was in slow motion, celebrating as though the game was won simply by him being back there. And when he hurdled, he did a full 110 hurdle over a defender at full speed, planted his foot, changed direction,
and took off.
Holding his rib that he just broke, hurdling over dude in 0-degree weather. And I said, I will never see anything as great as that ever again. And those are the two that, as returners, it makes me fan of returners. There are very few. If they're asking for Devin Hester, you just mentioned the Super Bowl one.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Devin Hester one that sticks out in your mind?
Not off the top of my head.
Right.
I like not in the pros.
Yeah.
I would have to like look at film, but I mean, him in college was crazy.
It was just
it wasn't.
Yeah, it was not.
That's like having Vic and Madden when was that 07? Everybody was getting the Falcons just for Vic. That's how he was in
real life.
Yes.
I was in DC when Vic was with the Eagles, and he made his debut with the Eagles on
Monday night. I remember the throw. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband, drives for Metro, so he actually like I think they rode the train. Philly takes the train down, so he was on a train when he was driving a train when they came down, and everything like that. And Vic told him first play we're going over top. He's like, we're not playing around. But I think it was LaRon Landry and
they were terrible.
LaRon Landry and
Juice. It wasn't Stanley Richards.
What's his name?
It wasn't Stanley Richards.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Him and LaRon and Deshaun got into it, and they took off. I think that was
they beat the brakes off Washington on
early,
national TV.
Early.
This was one of, like, you know how it was Saturday here at the Huskers game at halftime. Everybody was just like, "Man, screw this! I got better things to do. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and watch this." Well, that was Washington fans the night that Philly brought Mike Vick to the building, and he showed out. They couldn't tackle him through 2 quarters. Through 2 quarters, they had recorded that Washington had missed 17 tackles against him on 7 carries. 17. 17. He was just running around. He was stiff-arming defensive linemen. And I was like, okay, I don't need to watch this. Like, I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here for this. So through that. All right, so DeMornay, we'll take a break, but I want to ask you a question. I know it's a thing you hate to do, but I'm going to ask you to do it just for the people that are here listening.
All right.
But I need your favorite returns.
That I done?
Yeah, your favorite returns.
How many?
Yeah, I know. We got to ask. Your top 5.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So load them up. DeMornay will give us his top 5 returns when we come back.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. I'm Matt Knipe with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no 2 opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand that no 2 cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big fall sales underway, and the new truck incentives are off the charts. Over $5,000 in discounts on select new Sierras and Silverados, and 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. $5,000 off, 0.9% interest rates on select new trucks here at Koppel. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street and check out that great small town vibe with big city deals. We look forward to seeing you, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights again. This is the Don't Punt Hour. I am Harrison running the ones and twos. We got the host, as always, Demorne Pierson-El and DP joining us in studio tonight. But nonetheless, we left this one on Demorne Pierson-El's favorite personal punt returns. Are we doing these in order or no particular order?
He can just take us through. We got 6 minutes. You could take your time.
Let's see. Starting off probably at 5. I think it was like my senior year. We played Rutgers at home. Literally, I should have scored. I was playing around, and I was waiting for my block to literally seal the last guy just to kind of run into the front end of the pylon, and somebody ended up making a hustle play. I think he tackled me at like the 2-yard line. So that I heard that for I don't know how long, but it's one of my favorite punts because they pinned me to the sideline. I was literally in the middle of the field. I went over my left side. I went over, caught it. Literally, took like a jab stack back into the middle of the field. The guy jumped outside. He gave me the sideline, took it, brought it back across the middle, and got tackled at the 2. I suck.
You got to get mad at it. I understand it. But you caught a touchdown that day, though, right?
Yeah, probably.
See, you caught a touchdown.
Yeah,
that
I think it was like a slam, like a short slant, not a little longer than the slant, but not as long as a post on the left side of that game.
The thing about the internet is that everything is at your veil. Two great broken tackles.
That's the one.
There it is. All set up. Break another tackle. Oh, DP.
Yeah.
DP. No.
Yes.
No.
And
DP.
all I had to do was literally. I've never scored at home, so that drives me insane to this day. Still, that was the one.
What a great return. You broke 5 tackles and went 70. Oh my goodness.
No touchdown.
Finish the play.
Next at 4, it's a toss up. The Fresno State game. I should have had 2 punt returns, but I'll just go with the one I scored. I think that was like a 70. No. That might have been like an 80-something yard.
We about to see.
It might have been like an 80-something
We
yard.
about to see. That's Iowa.
I remember watching that one, just wondering what the hell is Fresno State doing, because you could tell you were having a day.
I took the first one back. And
yeah, I gave you another.
The second one, I think I caught it at like the 4-yard line. Like I remember my wide receiver coach came over to me. He was like, "Do you know where you caught it at?" I was like, "I think the 8." He was like, "Nah, the 4." And I want to say the punter, I stiff armed him, but he like grabbed my face mask and kind of like rolled me, like kind of like pushed me out of bounds. But if I'd have took that one back, that would have been a 90-something yard return. So I put the first time I scored a touchdown. That one. My third one, I would probably say the Oregon one. I should have scored that one as well. I kept looking back instead of just running. My sister was at that game and she would not let me live that down the rest of the day. Like she was pissed at
Came
me.
all this way, and
She was like, "You want to keep looking over your shoulder instead of just running." She was like, "Every time, just keep running. Just don't even just run."
Everybody know you. Your family know you. They'll tell you all that stuff.
I think I got hit on the Oregon one.
I was at that game. I think that sounds right.
The dude hit me, still caught it. I think I broke kind of to the left side. Then
Look at the babyface gangster. Look at the babyface gangster in the post game. Look at you.
Broke it back left, then I kind of knifed back to the center of the middle of the field, and then I think it was like their gunner or something. He was a tall, lanky dude. Me and him kind of got into it. It was him and another dude. I kind of got into it that game. But I think that sparked because I think they were up like 21. They were up 21-0.
Yeah.
On us. I got us, I think, to like the 20-yard line or something like that. We ended up scoring before half, and then we came out second half and just started.
Yeah, you guys started giving it to them.
Going to work on them.
It's like Oregon was ranked when you guys were playing them too.
Yeah,
I want to say like 18 or 19, something like that.
Something like that. They were fast. It just now the last two. I know the fan favorite is the Iowa one, but me personally, Iowa is my second favorite.
Okay.
Touchdown. I probably could have had three punt return touchdowns that day. Again, I suck. I got tackled by the kicker. I don't know. Yeah.
DP.
I wasn't paying attention. DP. Like I was again looking
Michigan
back.
State is not on your list.
Who?
Michigan State.
Michigan State is the number one.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say
it's the number one.
Okay.
And I say it's the number one is because I called that touchdown.
That's why I want the story. That's why I brought it up.
I'll get to the story.
Yeah.
That the other part of that story will be tomorrow.
Okay.
So I don't want to go too much into it, but I got into it. I think Michigan State might have been the number 10 team.
Yeah.
We might have been the 16th or the 14th or something like that year. They were undefeated. We were undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
They were 10. You were 19 at the time you played.
They were undefeated. We were undefeated. This is no-fly zone with Trey Waynes and all of them that year. It's cold. That might have been one of the coldest games.
Mm-hmm.
Top. If it's not one, that's definitely the second coldest game like that I've played in.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing's really going on. We stopping them. They stopping us. The returns kind of been going well that whole day. I've kind of been doing everything I wanted and whatnot. And I get into it. with one of my teammates, and I tell him, if y'all get a 3 and out, I'll take the next punt back to the house. Long story short, they do what they supposed to, and I tried out there, and I'm hearing them chirping, everything like that. I'm not gonna say who was chirping. I'll dive into that story tomorrow. But listen, they going off. It was two individuals. They going off at me as I'm jogging on to the field and everything like that. And the kid Sadler, may rest in peace. He's one of the other punters who passed away with Sam in that car accident. He punted, he line drive to the sideline again. Shout out to Jay Rose. Jay Rose pushed the gunner out of bounds, and it was off to the races. I made one cut, and I seen the front pylon, and nobody was stopping me.
This is so good. This is why I wanted, like, the morning he said, what are we going to talk about today? I'm like, just buckle up. Just buckle up and go through. That's good. Tomorrow, you have a guest tomorrow during the grand opening. Who you got?
Black shirt, Josh Mitchell, corner, captain, played with him for a year. So he said he was going to hop on with me. We're going to talk about a couple interesting stories and whatnot. So can't wait for that.
Looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a good day. Good stuff tonight, DP. Harrison, thank you very much. Teammates mentoring her, and then Box hanging around as well. So
Yep, rescheduling on teammates. No teammates mentoring tonight, so we'll have some replays set up. I'll hop in here, and then, yes, of course, we'll have Jake Bachman in as well. But that's going to do it for us. Don't Punt Hour. We will have DeMornay Pierson-El again tomorrow with a guest as well. So stay tuned. Ticket Weeknights, more ahead.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure